Hey guys, so today on another episode of Inside the Den, we're going to take a look at Fortune Online. This is a browser-based, kind of a top-down Diablo-style MMORPG. So let's get started. As you can see, we've got to create a hero, so let's go through that process, see what we got going on. So you've got two different heroes you can choose from. You've got the Warrior, which is kind of more your DPS style, and you've got a Guardian, which is, they're both kind of DPS, but the Guardian has a little bit more tank characteristics. I have to say right out of the gate, seeing these, I'm a little disappointed as far as what's available. You'd figure they'd have at least a third class of magic user type or something, especially a magic user type. It's so common in these games to have a magic user type. Let's go ahead and create a warrior and see what all we've got going on here. So you can see specialties are killing, and maiming. So it looks like they're trying to be a little bit funny there. So that's all good. So let's go ahead and name our guy. And you've got three options for starting color, and that is it as far as our character creation and customization. So that's unfortunate. Like I said, it's too bad. They have a very limited choice. So basically it's male or female. They're both gender locked. But let's jump into the game and see exactly what we've got going on there. So we've got that all set up. Looks like we've got some energy here. We've got some gold, and we've got some little coins there. So let's go ahead. So we got logged in. The game actually did a little crash on me. That was awfully nice of it. And we're back in. So it looks like we got book one, Rite of Passage. So it looks like they're kind of walking us through a little bit of the story. From what I have played the game, there hasn't been a lot of storyline, but it looks like they've got a little bit here. So let's see, is it basically the same thing? It is. So basically just telling us that we got to head to this portal down here. So let's jump on into this portal and see what's going on. You're about to change zones. Yes, I want to change zones. Let's see. Guardians channel random nature magic to generate boons, the lucky guardian, and they don't even give you enough time to read that stuff. But, you know, that never hurts, just means it's loading up pretty fast. So let's look at some of the UI stuff we've got here. We've got a couple of skills, pinpoint hack and a life suck. So magical attack which leeches life from the victim, pinpoint hack precision designed to eviscerate a single target great for parties. So it's interesting that they call it it's a single target, but it's great for parties. Use N to bring up your different talents and skills, and you can see you've got a bunch of different ones here. And you can also respec using the dragon coins that the game has. So it looks like we could break open some of these barrels. We got a little bit of a delay as far as the actual sound is concerned. Let's take this guy out. There we go. Killing presumably evil creatures is always fun, but you can also mindlessly smash crates and find treasure. The game does have a little auto loot, so once you go ahead and do that, you can hit spacebar and that'll auto loot everything there. So let's use some of our skills. Let's see what we got. So basically our life suck is a one-shot kill. Let's see about the other one. The other one is pretty much a one-shot kill too, and there we go. So we took those guys out, and it looks like we just got some gear. So let's check out what's there. So let's see, we got Hardened Curse of the Surly, 100 armor compared to our 80 armor, and some agility and body. So we can't right click to, you just double click it to equip it and stuff like that. Let's go destroy these barrels here real quick. So I have to say right out of the gate, a little disappointed in the graphics. I'd have to say I'm very disappointed in the sound. You know, it's very easy for these games to just interject a little bit of, you know, eerie music. We're kind of in like a graveyard type area. Very easy for them to interject some of that stuff. There are some little sound effects and stuff like that in the background, but nothing major. So let's see, what's this? If you want to actually see the details of what your character's wearing, look at your character sheet. So what's our character sheet? Is it I? No, I is inventory. O is for options. P is for statistics. U, there we go. So we can, U is our character sheet. So you can see that there. And actually, you know what? I could have found that a lot easier. If you just go to menu and you do this little drop down, you can see what all of your hotkeys are. But it actually has C for that. U actually brings up both your inventory and that. So kind of useful if you need to jump into your backpack and equip something and you want to see where it goes or compare or whatever and stuff like that. So let's take out some more of these monsters. I do like the fact that they jump you right into fighting. You know, I get kind of frustrated sometimes with some of these games when they drop you in and you're not right into the action, so to say, right out of the gate. So let's see what we've got here as far as taking some of these guys out with some of my skills. And you can see as I skill up, you can see there's a little bar here that powers up, and there's some more powerful skills that you get. And once this reaches these different levels, that more powerful, usually an AoE skill, will become active. But I think I have to level up before I can actually see that. So, but as far as, like I was saying, you know, as far as the graphics and sound are concerned, I would have to say it's a little bit lacking. I don't know if we're in, I think I'm in a kind of just like the tutorial. I'm the only person in this area. It looks like we got a new weapon, so let's check that out. Requires level 2. And how far are we? We're about halfway. So it looks like we got to go kill a whole bunch more stuff. And let's see if we can do it a lot faster to be able to use that new sword. But it looks like we are in a just an instance area just for myself, kind of a tutorial section. So let's take these guys out, pick up all these coins. And so I don't know exactly what the player population is. I know there is a chat located down in the bottom left-hand corner, and I don't see anybody chatting, so that's kind of a disappointment as far as the amount of chat that's going on and stuff like that. So it looks like now that we're getting into some bigger clusters that my experience is actually progressing a lot faster. Or maybe it's these mother-in-laws, these zombie mother-in-laws. Pretty funny name as far as the monsters are concerned. So let's cruise around. It looks like we've got some more guys over here. Maybe these guys, what they did, they leveled me up right there. So there we go. So we got our level up. Got level 2. Congratulations to level 2. And now we can go to here and we can actually equip that new sword. Did we get this? What's this? A little bit of bracer, so we'll equip that too. And it looks like we also got, there we go, we got 1 talent point. So what do we have? Mega Cleave. Auto attack occasionally hits additional targets. So that's kind of cool. Or we can power up one of our other ones. This is actually passive. I don't need anything, so to do, I don't have to hotkey that, so we're going to go ahead and use that, because it looks like so far we almost always are attacking more than one guy at a time. So, now the game does have different dungeons and stuff like that, and you can go into the instances with groups of people. Each of the instances actually take the energy that you saw in the beginning there when we were first logging in. You start with 1,000, so you go into each of the instances, and each time you go in, you actually have to spend energy to go into those instances, but it regenerates pretty throughout the day and stuff like that, so you pretty much never run out. I think basically because I haven't gotten far enough in the game to really see the energy affect me, so to say, or the lack thereof affect me. So let's get this. And we got some more barrels. Let's skip the barrels. Let's get through here and see if we can get out of this zone and get into the actual town and check out what's going on in the town. So let's see if we can just take out all these guys really quick. So it looks like our new weapon is doing much more damage. And targeting is a little bit interesting because you try and click on them, and as you're moving closer and closer, the targeting gets a little bit off, so to say. So you basically just, instead of just kind of pounding away on click, you kind of just want to click on them once and then let your guy kind of do his thing and use your skills, especially since most of the skills seem to take these monsters out in one shot. So let's cruise up here. We got a little lighthouse there. That's kind of cool. So it's kind of weird because, you know, you can't zoom in at all. We've got our little map up there, but that looks like a lot of time was spent on drawing and painting that little lighthouse. It's just kind of maybe seen once. Maybe it's in some other zones. I don't know, but it seems like there could have been some more effort, so to say, put into some of the graphics, and the animations are real kind of herky-jerky and stuff like that. Probably why I'm not seeing a ton of people playing the game, I guess you could say. So let's head out of here. Let's see if we can get through that. We're out of the tutorial zone and actually go check out the little town. Now, one thing, we're actually in a dungeon first. So before we get to go to the town, we have to go through the dungeon. We're hitting some lag. There we go. So we're all loaded up. Let's take this spider out. And once again, we're waiting for our sound to load up. So there it is. There we go. So let's take these guys out real quick. Now, one thing I can tell you that disappointed me from the little bit that I did play the game, just kind of trying it out before this character, so to say, is that when I got to town, the town is really, really big. And I don't quite understand why they made the town so big, especially since there's not a lot going on in there. There's not a lot of vendors, there's not a lot of quests, there's not a lot of that different kind of stuff. So it seems like it was a waste to make it as big as they made it, simply because you spend so much time just kind of running around aimlessly and not actually. See, there we go. So there's that big skill we got from actually getting this powered up. So by using your skills, you power this up, and then you get to use that even more powerful skill. So I think we completed this area, and we can cruise out of here. So yes, we can. All right. So I'm going to pause this while this loads up. All right, so there we go. We're back in this little area. Let's go talk to the Dragon Translator. Seems you're disappointed. See you. Grunting. He kind of expected us to die. So we're out of here. And look at all that treasure. So, and it still, in my mind, does ages and stuff like that. And this is the actual town, the Bastion of Epic Redoubt. And we're going to head in there, and I'm going to show you guys just around a little bit, show you, like I was talking about, how absolutely gigantic this town is. So you can see up here on the map, like here's the distance between a couple of the different vendors and stuff like that. Let's see if we can actually find another player roaming around. Usually if we go up this way, we can. But here's one of the vendors, so you can see exactly how the vendors work. You can see a lot of this stuff is actually using the game's currency, the in-game currency, and so you really can't actually buy anything unless you're willing to spend a little bit of money. So let's see, can we? Oh, see, purchase cost of 25 these dragon gems, and I currently have 0. So essentially, we can't buy anything. So we're kind of on our own. And you can see they've got these different portals for each of the different levels. So you've got 1 to 10. You've got that one which looks like a return portal. You've got this one which is 17 to 20, and you've got that one which is 11 to 16. So, but unfortunately, as you can see, we didn't run into any other players. So very disappointing. So we can go ahead and do this 1 to 10, but you know, it's always nice when you're playing an MMO to actually run into other players. So I'd have to say that, you know, that part is a little bit disappointing. So I don't know. This is just one of those games that I think, you know, we can expect to not be around much longer. It's unfortunate because the game is actually has good bones, so to say, and I think they could have done a lot better graphically, sound-wise, and just tighten everything up as far as the town is concerned, and as far as these different zones are concerned, get more people to play. But because of that, I'm going to go ahead and call. Thanks for watching. Inside the Den, don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. If you'd like to play or learn more about Fortune Online, if this is just your type of game, you can read our full review at MMODen.com or just click the link in the description. Till next time.